Hey, what is going on guys, it is ToxAura here, welcome back to another Panic video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Panic tier list. I've done this with Guesty and you guys seem to have loved it, so I'm doing the exact same thing but with Panic. Now before I get into the rankings, I do just want to say this is my own personal opinion, so don't get offended if I put your favorite skin pretty low on my list. Also, if you haven't gotten the winning skin yet, I have a tutorial on my page as my previous video. And without any more interruptions, let's get into the video. Starting off with Toasty, and Toasty is actually a pretty cool skin. I do like it. I think it's a solid C tier. Definitely it's not the best skin, but it's not the worst. It just gets the job done. It's a very nice toaster. Secondly, with Terry Jr., I'm going to be putting this into the A tier or the S tier. I think Terry Jr. is going to be a S tier skin for me. I think the whole premise of it being a miniature arcade machine, it has a very cute interface and it is relatively cheap. I do think Terry Jr. is the perfect skin. Next up we have PNK. I'm just going to go into the B tier. PNK once again is very cute. It's very vibrant. However, I think compared to some of the other skins, it might lack a tiny bit of detail. Actually, I'm going to swap around Toasty and PNK. I think that's more fair. Next up we have Ragdoll Niantime, and I'm going to be putting this into the D tier. It's a pretty basic skin. Same with Tabby Niantime and Puggy. They are basically the exact same skin except they just have different bezels. Two of them are cat and one of them is a pug. Not really much to say there. Next up we have Default. Now Default, once again, very basic. Is literally the default, so I can't really put it any higher than a D tier. And now we have the Guesty head. Now this head, for obvious reason, is going to go into the S tier. Guesty is an amazing game. I'm pretty sure everybody watching this knows about Guesty, and it's a nice little tribute to Guesty, the game that really started NK Studios, so I feel like it would be a hate crime to put it anywhere lower than S tier. Next up we have the Elite Raider. Now honestly, this Raider is very cool in my opinion. I wouldn't wear it over the Guesty head or that, and I'm not sure if I would wear it over the Toasty, so I'm gonna have to put it into the C tier. I really do like when it goes blue. I think that is a beautiful color, a beautiful shade of blue, and this reminds me of Billy the Puppet too, which just adds on extra points. Next up we have the winner's trophy. It's literally just a trophy. I'm gonna put it into C tier, mainly because it is sort of ugly. Like if it wasn't a trophy, it would have definitely have been lower. However, how you got it was actually very interesting. You just have to finish first, so yeah, for that reason I'm gonna be putting it into the C tier. Next up we have Stitch Jr., and I'm gonna be putting Stitch Jr. into the A tier. It is a really lovely concept. The voodoo doll is just brilliant. It's not too big, it's not too intrusive, it fits on your back nicely, and how it indicates that Panic is nearby is just really neat. So yeah, that is the first A tier item. Next up we have the Happy Wise Raider, and I'm going to be putting this into the B tier. Now the Happy Wise skin, it definitely is much better. In my honest opinion, the Happy Wise Raider and the Thing Raider, they are sort of lackluster in my opinion. I mean, it's literally the head of the Thing and the Happy Wise skin just put into Raider form. I do think something more creative could have came out, but then again, it is still very detailed, as it literally just is the head of the skin, so that is why I'm putting it into C tier. And now we have the I Meow. This is the S tier skin. This is the first skin I remember grinding for, and with good reason. I Meow is original, it's unique, I haven't seen anything like it. It does its job brilliantly, it's very cool, and I would wear it over probably Guesty head or the Terry in my opinion. Next up we have the Thing Raider. It's going to go into the B tier for the same reason as the Happy Wise one. It's literally just the Thing head put into Radar form. I feel like they could have altered it slightly, maybe by making it broken to show that they teared it off his face or something. I do feel like the Happy Wise and the Thing Radars are a tiny bit of missed potential. Next up we have a Gizmo. Now in case you didn't know, Gizmo is actually the dog of Kyoko, a NK Studio mod. Now I feel like for Kyoko I'm gonna put it into the A tier. I don't actually own Gizmo, but I've seen her dog is super duper cute. Although it's not the exact same dog as the Radar inside of Panic, just by it having the name Gizmo is gonna give it high enough ratings. So yeah, I'm gonna put Gizmo into the A tier. And the final Radar is the Bubble Gone. Now this one is really cool. It sort of reminds me of Benson from the regular show. I'm gonna put it into the A tier. Once again, it's a really cool premise, really unique, and I do think that it is better than everything below it. And this is the rankings of all of the Radars. There are currently 16 Radars. In the D tier we have Ragdoll Niantime, Tabby Time, Puggy, and Default. In the C tier, we have PNK, Elite, Winners Trophy. B tier, we have Toasty, Happywise, and Thing. A tier, we have Stitch Jr., Gizmo, and Bubblegum. And in the S tier, we have Terry Jr., Guesty Head, and I Meow. Now we have 8 more slashers to get into. Starting off with the Elite. This one reminds me of Billy the Puppet even more than the Elite Raider does, so I'm gonna put it into the B tier. It's a really nice design, and it's also not that hard to obtain too. Next up, we have the Winning Smile skin. Now this skin is just really creepy. I mean, the Winning Smile is really ominous. This is basically the My Username Is This skin, and I used to love watching My Username Is This back in 2019, 2020. I still do watch him now. I'm gonna put the Winning into the S tier, mainly because how you got it was really cool. Once again, I made a video on it if you don't have it already. I think Cal said it's only going to be obtainable to the end of this weekend, so you only have 1 or 2 days left to get it. Next up, we have Pennywise, aka Happywise. Now I'm going to be putting him into the A tier. Happywise was the first skin that I bought during testing, and the way that he just kills people is really interesting. He tears apart your body parts, juggles it, and eats it. I think that is really savage. Next up, we have the Thing, aka Bacteria from the Backrooms. This is an instant S tier in my opinion. The black color scheme with the purple ambience when it goes around the map, and the way that it pulls players in, it's just really cool. And also, let's not forget the killing animation. If you guys don't know about the killing animation, he pretty much scratches you like a cat before tearing apart your body parts and then sending you to the Shadow Realm. Now that is just really cool. And now we have the Stitches skin. Now Stitches is a really cool skin. I'm gonna put it into the A tier. I don't think it is on Thing's level. It might be on Winning Smile level though, to be honest. Yeah, on second thoughts, I'm gonna put Winning into the A tier, so I think it is on par with the Stitches skin. Stitches is inspired by voodoo dolls, a really creepy premise, and the way that it just goes around the map and towers over everybody, that is just super duper creepy. Next up, we have Terribite. Now honestly, I'm gonna put Terribite into the S tier. Reason why is, in case you guys haven't seen, I made a YouTube short of me using Terribite to glitch into the Backrooms. That was super duper funny. Terribite was riddled with glitches, but glitches aside, it's just a really cool skin. It is an arcade machine, and one thing which is super duper cool is if you look on the banner, you can see that the A and the I on different colors from the P and K. Now I think the reason why this is because AI stands for artificial intelligence, which is what arcade machines use to function, and when you move with the skin, the Joy-Cons actually move along with you, which is really good attention to detail. All of this just contributes to why I think Terribite should be an S tier skin. Next up, we have Frayed. Now Frayed, honestly, I think Frayed could have been a much cooler skin. For example, it could have been a withered Happy or a Happy endoskeleton, sort of like how they do it instead of FNAF. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting Frayed into the D tier, no hard feelings. And finally, the skin that started it all off, the Happy skin. Now I do think Happy deserves a high rating. It definitely does not deserve an S tier though, not an A tier. I do think B tier is a very ample place to put it in. That is the finished tier list. Let me go ahead and tell you guys where I ranked each skin. F tier has 0 skins. D tier, Ragdoll Nyantime, Tabby Nyantime, Puggy, Default, and Frayed. C tier, P and K, Elite, and Winners Trophy. B tier has Toasty, Happywise Radar, Thing Radar, Elite, and Happy. A tier has Stitch Jr., Gizmo, Bubblegum, Happywise, Stitches, and Winning. And in the S tier, we have Terry Jr., Guesty Head, I Meow, Thing, and Terribite. Let me know, do you guys agree with my list? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the subscribe button. I'm on the road to 3K. Subscribing is free and it'll really help out the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's all from me. ToxAura out.